Hey, what's good y'all? Back again with another video. For this video, I wanted to talk about the police HQ level in Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. You're probably wondering why I'm uploading this since I already made a full-scale review of the entire game in great detail a couple weeks ago. And yes, you're right about that. I just don't think I did the game justice with the poor audio quality, screen recorded B-roll footage, and just an overall unprofessional script. Also, I got this new microphone, so I wanted to try it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. In 1999, Sucker Punch made their very first game, Rocket Robot on Wheels. The plot follows Rocket the Robot, created by Dr. Gavin, the architect and owner of a futuristic theme park called Whoopie World. The night before the park's grand opening, Dr. Gavin went to a party and left Rocket and two animal mascot characters to look after the park while he was gone. But one of the park's mascots, Jojo the Raccoon, was jealous, so he tried to sabotage the park while Dr. Gavin was gone. Rocket Robot on Wheels received moderate reception, but Jojo the Raccoon gave Sucker Punch an idea. With one platformer game in their library, Sucker Punch wanted to create a mascot character comparable to their counterparts in the industry like Spyro or Crash Bandicoot. A mascot franchise that would leave an impression, if you will. Enter Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, or Sly Raccoon if you live in Europe. It was released on September 24, 2002 and was published by Sony Entertainment. We follow Sly Cooper and his friends, Bentley and Murray. They're on a mission to avenge Sly's parents and steal back the pages of the Thievius Raccoonus, his family's encyclopedia for thieving. We start with Sly shrouded in the shadows, flipping his way across the rooftops of Paris. Sly opens up his camera to speak with Bentley, influencing the player to lock in. I want to point out how much character gets shown off between Sly and Bentley. They have this special kind of back and forth that makes them really feel interesting, with their own negative qualities about them. For example, Bentley tells Sly that he's nervous, but Sly tells him to relax since he's actually the thief. Murray also chimes in, but he only has like one line of dialogue in the intro. Bentley talks Sly through the gameplay mechanics as well as where to go. He also hacks into the police database to get the code into Inspector Carmelita Fox's vault. Carmelita, she's voiced by Roxana Ortega, Sly by Kevin Miller, Bentley by Matt Olson, and Murray is voiced by Chris Murphy. Sly steals his police file and leaves his calling card in Carmelita's vault, suggesting that they have some kind of cat and mouse relationship. Then we get some pretty iconic dialogue between them both. Take a look.
You foolish raccoon! I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
I like how Sly teased Carmelita about escaping her in the past, and how flirty yet condescending he is towards her. We'll see later at the end of the game how this comes into play, but before we proceed, I gotta bring up the music. The subtle, cool tone it brings to the game makes the intro immersive, and it fits well with the setting of Paris. The visuals to go with it, as well as all the diegetic audio like the police siren, the wind, and the dogs barking, surround the player, which makes Paris feel lived in and natural. My favorite shot, even though we don't see it for very long, is when Carmelita is on top of the building and we can see the Eiffel Tower in front of the moon. Here's what I'm talking about. But anyway, Sly gives Carmelita the slip, and we get to see a nice cartoony cutscene that wraps up the intro to the entire game.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
The only thing that I noticed was Sly's gloves didn't match how they look in-game, so it took me out of the moment for a second. Either way, the intro did an amazing job at setting the plot up while also establishing who the enemy force would be. It makes you want to play more to figure out what each of the Fiendish Five members is going to be like. Sly's art direction also distinguishes it from its other cartoon mascot franchises at the time, giving it substance as well as its very own identity. The voice actors did a really great job, and it sounds as if they're having a great time with their line reads, especially between Sly and Carmelita. It's too bad that we didn't really get to see what Bentley and Murray do besides wait in the van and provide technical support, but that will be addressed in the next game. For these reasons, I give Police HQ a solid 8 out of 10. So with that, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. In the next part, I'm going to be going over Tide of Terror, Chapter 1. And this was just an experimentation on my part with the new microphone. I wanted to see what this thing could really do. If y'all enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.